Have you ever wondered how the first would play as themselves in Dead by Daylight? Look no further. I found out how. Hello everybody, Vigo Shadow here, and welcome to the Killer Murder Methods. This is a guide to play exactly like how the killer would act in the entity's realm. In this video, we'll be playing as the first, otherwise known as Henry Creel.
Stronger, aren't we? So am I.
I'll be going over their power, the type of killer they are, their perks, and lastly what they prioritize in order to play just like they would. Alright, first we're going to take a look at the killer's power here. Alright, let's go into the power is Test Subject 001. So right off the bat we have a special ability. It's a vine attack. So you're going to press and hold the power button to charge a vine attack. When charged, press the attack button to activate it, creating a small area of effect on the ground. Any survivors caught within the area of the vine attack earn a World Breaker token. Alright, so let's see here. We're going to go under the special condition, which is the item, which is the World Breaker token, and then the Grandfather Clock, since they mentioned that. So we're going to skip to that part. Once the survivor has gained enough tokens, World Breaker activates and the World Breaker timer begins. While World Breaker is active, both the Vine attack and Undergate attacks do damage to survivors instead of adding World Breaker tokens and 4 Grandfather Clocks active. World Breaker lasts for a predetermined amount of time based on the number of survivors alive. Well, that's actually interesting, and I do like that. Survivors can interact with the Grandfather Clock spread around the map to speed up the World Breaker timer. So let's just do the special ability next, the Upside Down and the Undergate. The killer can enter the Upside Down to navigate the map quickly. I love that. I'm glad that's there. By tapping the ability button, while in the Upside Down, the killer can activate an Undergate attack to return to the map, creating a large area of effect on the ground. Survivors caught within its radius gain a World Breaker token. Yeah, that is the power right there. It seems like you have a lot of potential with the Vine attack and being able to traverse the map. Alright, so because we know the killer's power, we actually know what type of killer they are. I pulled up a reference image to showcase different types of killers. Now, this one is really interesting for the first because essentially what we have here is that we have a ranged attack. So he's a ranged killer, he has that vine attack. And then it doesn't state it here, but when you enter the Upside Down and the Undergate, you can actually go stealth. So this killer has a stealth component too. I'd say that's not the biggest part of his kit, but it is important to note that that's a hybrid feature that he has. He's able to do that. He's able to have area like AoE attacks when a lot of that's new for killers. Either way, regardless, he actually has a little bit of mobility too when the Upside Down and Undergate. So not only when you're going into the Undergate, you have mobility, you also have stealth as well. So that's absolutely crazy that you have this much in a killer. He is definitely a hybrid for sure. The other thing he has under his belt is a disabler. Like, the disabler killers are able to, pressure survivors, and the power helps them get around loops. So with an AoE attack, you're literally pressuring survivors to not use windows and not use pallets, because you can get them really easily if they throw it down. So absolutely insane, absolutely insane. Yeah, honestly, he almost fits all the categories for the types of killers here, so that's really important to note there. So yeah. Alright, so next we're going to be going over his perks, and I always like to go over the perks in this section now. So first we have Turn Back the Clock. Resist as they might, time marches on, and your master plan comes closer to fruition. After hooking a survivor for 60 seconds, press the ability button 1 to make the target generator within 20 meters explode, lose 10% progress, and start regressing. Nothing will happen to you. Nothing that you don't deserve. Henry Creel. Yeah, this is also I think you have to be line of sight with the generator as well. Next we have Secret Project. Raised to be a weapon, you broke free with the very skills your captors honed within you. When a totem is blessed or cleansed, block a random unblocked generator for 30 seconds. When one or more generators become blocked, you gain undetectable for 30 seconds. You are a prisoner here, just like me. Henry Creel. Yeah, so we're going to go to the last perk now, which is Hex Hive Mind. You found yourself connected to something dark and unknowable, and you embraced it. The first time you hook any survivor, a dull totem becomes a hex totem. Generators are highlighted. The intensity of the generator's auras reveal their repair progress. When one generator remains, all remaining generators explode, lose 10% progress, and start regressing. The hex totem becomes dull. You let us in, and now you're going to have to let us stay. Henry Creel. So yeah, right off the bat, these perks actually are more of like a control, a killer that has more of like a control personality where they're going to want to stop the gens from going on. So you already have Turn Back the Clock, which makes it lose 10% progress, and then you have Hive Mind, which makes it lose 10% if there's one remains. And then you could also see the different generators and their progress, which is interesting. And then the secret project allows you to be undetectable as well. So giving him a little bit of a stealth aspect when he doesn't have really stealth besides the Undergate himself. Or, well, besides when he goes into the Undergate. Next, we will delve into what the killer's priorities are. In Dead by Daylight, there are 4 categories, and within these categories, we can see what a killers deem a priority based on their personality within the bio, perks, and dialogue/quotes. I've already combed through a bunch of the lore and other places and found out that this killer's main priority focuses on the sacrifice category. So the sacrifice/devout, and this is because of, it even references it here in the bio, so I'm glad it does that, but if you know that like from the show, he's definitely wanting to kill and destroy humanity. So it's, here it is right here. So it says, he thought he was going to die, instead he became more powerful than ever. His plan to open gates to the real world and destroy all of humanity right here. That's exactly what he was trying to do. So he is definitely... And it even says here, he's disgusted by humanity as well. So, honestly, his priority is going to be not only hurting the survivors and injuring them, but the main goal is to kill them. So we are going to aim to kill. So the more survivors we can kill in a match, the better. So we're probably going to be, if we're between 2 chases, one that has more hooks and one that has less, we're going to definitely go for the person that has more hooks, and that's how we should be playing him. Alright, so before we play, we're going to go over a couple key things before we do anything here. First, we're going to play only using their base kit perks right here with no add-ons so that I don't get an advantage. Second, we're going to focus on the priority, and the priority is going to be killing the survivors as much as we can kill. Even getting them out early in the game would be best. So whatever we can do to try to make sure we kill them all. And then lastly, we're going to try to utilize all of the base kit perks. We're going to try to get them to activate, so Turn Back the Clock, Secret Project, and Hive Mind. So we're going to try to activate all of those in the trial. I'll see you in the match. Alright, we are at Dead Dog Saloon, Grave of Glenvale, with Henry Creel, aka the First, so let's go ahead and go for it. This one seems like it has a lot of strong loops, but my Vine attack might be able to get around quite a few of them. So we're going to go ahead and try to find these survivors right here. See if we can find them. Okay, right off the bat, they're on that gen. So let's see if I can cheese this by like going from the bottom to the top here. No, I can't. Or wait. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's pretty finicky because a lot of stuff kind of gets in the way, it seems. But let's see if we can try to get this Jane here so we can get World Breaker to activate. Because if we can do that, that'd be really good. But let's go ahead and just go ahead and go to the Undergate right now. I already see this Laura working on something, so. Okay, we got World Breaker to activate because she was still within her radius. I tried to attempt for that. Ooh, nice! We get hit her right there with that. So the good thing about the Vine attack is that it's a very ranged ability right there. I thought they were going to go for the pallet. Okay, nice. We get to cut them off a little bit. It seems like a really, really good attack for Vecna here. Or I should say Henry Creel the First, because there's 2 Vecnas. Kind of bold to go through a pallet, but I'm going to go through it. We can do turn back the clock on this pallet right here because that one is definitely progressed. I see scratch marks right here, so they were definitely around. There we go. Oh, okay, that doesn't activate because we're so close to the hook. It's actually not a bad strategy. Oh, wow. It just was really delayed. Could you imagine if that hit? All right, I hope he gets away from this. Oh, that generator is also very close to being done. That's okay. We can kind of stick around for a minute. Okay, they get that gen done. I kind of figured they would. But I'm mainly interested in trying to injure this Jake here. There we go. Okay, we don't actually get him here. Oh, that was way too far. Let's keep trying, though. Because we still have World Breaker. It's about to end, I think. Yeah, it's about to end, I thought. Wow, did he still dodge that? Okay, there we go. That was actually two. A twofer. See if we can get it to activate again. Yeah, we get it to activate again. Nice. Nice, we injure her with that. The Vine attack's actually doing really, really good. Let's see if we can keep this up. Lara Croft does have one hook state, so if we find her again, we can definitely go for her. But right now, I'm worried about the Jane. Nah, we don't get that. Not off the bat. We can see. Let's see if we could try to get an undergate attack here. Rolling. Because if they vault the window... Oh, I thought I might be able to get to them, but they went down. Okay, we get them here, though. We at least ambushed them. I think they didn't expect that. Okay, let's go for it. We're going to have to hook right off the bat. Oh, that's not a hook. That's a clock. All right, let's keep on going. We can see the aura of the generators. We know that generator is pretty much close to being done, so let's just go for it. And then we could use turn back the clock, get more value off that. They already blew it up, so that's good. They blew up that one, too. Or, no, that's locker. Okay, let's go ahead and just break this pallet. Oh, I missed. Oh, that was a little bit of a delay. I actually got Jake? No way. Nice, we get him here. That Vine attack is so helpful. But yeah, this is going to help us try to kill them all here. We kind of have even hook disbursement, but we have not hooked V once. So we got to make sure that we try to specifically... Okay, we can actually go ahead and turn back the clock right there. Well, I think they did not expect to get hit like that. Yeah, they did not expect to get hit by like that, so we can actually traverse the undergate, or go into the undergate right now, and we get undetectable, but she knows we're here. She gets hit by this. There's no way, I was gonna say there's no way that she doesn't. You can really get them at round windows and stuff. Nice, we actually get her on the fall. That's really, really good for us. And we get her here on the pallet as well. Really nice value here. Really nice value. Jake went to a bot. We get Laura for the second time again. And I think we can hit turn back the clock on... Let's say this generator again, because I know they're working on it. So let's see if we can get more value off of turn back the clock. Yep. That must have been close. Yeah, let's go ahead and give her a hit here. Since we're close enough, we don't have to just risk the Vine attack all the time. Okay, that was a risk there in itself. Nice, we were able to still get Jane within that. We can try to go for Laura now because it is definitely time. Both Jane and Laura are going to have Death Hook right now. Let's go ahead and see if they're... Do I get her? Oh yeah, I still get her. Wow, just barely. Just barely there. Let's see if we can hit her with this ability here. Yep, we get the Mori here. Nice, we're able to kill just how we want with Mind Break here. Nice. Ooh, there we go. It definitely feels good as for Vecna here. We could try to eliminate Jane here as well, since they decided to pluck her off the hook. I actually see, yeah, there is Jane right now. We're going to go for her, because that is our priority. We want the kill. Jake's gonna probably try to distract, maybe? Okay. Let's see if we can try to go for Jane, though. She might not know that we're here, and she's probably hiding somewhere. I did see her. Yeah, she's still around somewhere, I know it. Instead, we get V instead. I don't know where she went. She might have been hiding in the locker. But I guess as Vecna, or I keep saying it is Vecna, but like as Henry, we can go ahead and still attempt to go for others. Since they're right there, we might as well. I thought they might have tried to dodge it. Okay, we can actually disable, we could play as a disabler and really take this loop away from her as well. That's what's really brutal about this character, is that we can just do that. Let's go ahead and put her on the hook, so she's gonna get her first hook of the game. Probably turn back the clock. Oh, yep, secret project activated. We're now undetectable. Okay, let's see if we can put some use into this undetectable, because they don't know we're here. So, I was gonna say, let's try to go the back way. The bot probably didn't know that. Okay, we know where Jane is. So with that information, we're gonna actually use that and try to get her. Okay, she goes through. We still get her here. Yeah, we still get her here on Death Hook here. Okay, let's go ahead and take Jane. We already got Jane killed now, which is okay. We didn't get to Mori her, which is okay. But that's 2 deaths now. V gets rescued with Jake. We can go. We have no reason not to go there. So let's just go ahead and go there. Jake's the bot, so I feel like sometimes bots play pretty well. See how well they dodge this. They might not rescue the bot, I think. They might not rescue the bot, so as... oh wait, playing strategically, we might try to go for V first, because the bot, usually, we can understand where the bot's going. She might try to hide. We are able to use some turn back the clock. We are getting a lot of value off these perks. But I will go ahead and try to find V. She's injured, so we might be able to hear her, so I'm going to go quiet for a bit and see if I can find her. So I heard footsteps. There she is. Okay, there we go. We found her, so we can go for the chase. Oh, I'm actually missing quite a few of these. Alright, she's very well aware that we can disable loops pretty bad.
You have little time left.
Alright. I'm kind of spamming the Vine attack at this point. Let's go ahead and just go for it.
It will not be so easy.
We can just catch up to her normally here. She probably won't expect it. Yeah, because once you get too reliant on that Vine attack, you start to use it as a crutch. And right there, we were able to use it on her. Alright, next up, we got to try to find Jake, and then we could try to use the Mori since he is a bot. So I think I might be able to find the bot fairly easy, because he just completed that gen over in the corner. I might be able to use World Breaker on him. Alright, let's see if I can find him. There he is. Alright, he actually did see me there. Okay, he actually dodges that. Nice. I don't think I can get him in World Breaker yet. We get a token. He'll throw that. Nice. Okay. Alright. And then we get the bot left. So we're going to go ahead and put him in a better area so that we can do the Mori for him. We're able to take down both survivors with the Moris, which is nice. Let that play out. Alright, and that is game. Merciless Killer. Alright, so right off the bat, we were able to get a lot of usage out of our perks. I think the first has actually quite a bit of good perks, because we were able to use Turn Back the Clock quite a bit and immediately lose 10% progress on the gens. Hive Mind, we were able to see the gens for quite a long time until they cleansed it, and when they cleansed it, they gave me a secret project. I was able to ambush the bot, I guess. So we were able to get usage out of all these perks, but more importantly, we were able to kill every survivor, and even we were able to do the mini Mori and the actual Mori at the end of the trial. I think it does not get any better than that. So yeah, playing this killer is mainly like a heavy emphasis on killing the survivors for sure, to make sure that everyone is dead, and then also playing him like as the killer as he is. He's a ranged killer. He does have stealth capabilities by going into the undergate as well. He's a disabler. We were able to disable people around a lot of pallets. This killer is a very hybrid killer that has a lot of aces up his sleeve. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Vigo, signing off.